After 5 minutes, Dad finally pulls up to a small building that has the name Kangaroo Diner on it. "Here we are," Dad says. Alex is the first one to unbuckle his seatbelt. He gets excited when he sees a picture of a kangaroo on the sign. He then opens the door and steps out of the car. I follow my brother as Mom and Dad get out and lock the car. I stare at the restaurant, wondering what kind of food they serve at this place. I follow my family inside. It's very small, just as small as Wendy's back at home. It has a bar where you can sit up and eat your food, and no more than 20 tables. Dad leads us to a big table where we can all fit. "Do they have chicken nuggets?" Alex asks. "Well," Dad says, "once our server brings us menus, we can find that out." He smiles. Dad is more excited than all of us. Doesn't he miss Virginia just a little bit? An overweight woman comes over with a few menu books and hands them out to us. "Welcome to the Kangaroo Diner, where we serve all day long. Would you like to start off with a drink?" She had that typical Australian accent. "Yes," Dad says. "My wife and I would like an iced tea." "Alex, what would you like?" Alex grins. "Can I have lemonade?" "We have that," the woman says as she writes down her notes on a small notepad. "All right, 1 small lemonade for the boy," Dad says as he chuckles. "Chloe?" I sigh. Water is the only thing I ever drink, except for smoothies, of course. "I'll just have a water," I say, not looking at the woman or anyone else. "All right, I'll have those right up for you." And she walks away, leaving us to look at our menus. "She was fat," Alex says. "Alex," I yell. "That is not very nice, Alex," Mom says in a firm voice. "Sorry," he says softly. Dad is chuckling. "Dan," Mom gives a warning tone. "Sorry, but it's the funniest thing he's said since we left the States." You have to admit, true, even though Alex was quiet, he did say the funniest things from time to time. I wonder if he misses Virginia just as much as I do. If he does, he's not showing it. Now, let's take a look at these menus, Dad says and opens his book. "Let's see. Alex, they have chicken fingers. Is that good enough for you?" Alex nods and shuts his book. He is settled. I have to admit, chicken fingers does sound good. Chicken fingers with a side of honey mustard to dip them in. I suddenly feel so hungry. After a few moments, the woman comes back with our drinks and sets them on the table, then gets out her notepad again. "Have you decided what you would like to order?" "Yes," Dad says with a grin. "I would like to have a plain cheeseburger with a side of fries. And my son would like the chicken fingers." "Side of fries?" the woman asks. "Yes. And Mary, what would you like?" Dad looks at Mom, who shuts her menu. "I'll have the fish and chips." The woman nods and writes all that down, then turns to me. I don't even realize until Mom clears her throat. I jerk over to her. "Oh, I'll have what my brother is having." I nod. Of course, nitwit. Who else here at this table is my brother? With honey mustard. "All right, I'll have that right over shortly." And again, she walks off. It only took about 10 minutes for our food to arrive, and it did smell good. The chicken fingers tasted just like any other chicken fingers. I guess the food here was just the same as America's. After we eat and Dad pays the bill, we head out into our car and drive back to the house my parents call home. "Well, that was delicious," Dad says as he drives. I agree, just like back in Virginia, right? Mom says. I nod softly but don't say a word. Sure, the food was good, but it doesn't mean I'm going to like it here. After all, this isn't where I grew up. So, how long will we be here? I ask. Excuse me? Dad asks. I mean, how long will you be taking pictures here? We will move back, right? Mum and Dad both stare at each other and Mom looks at me. Chloe, we talked about this. There is no certain of when or if we do move back. But we have to. Chloe, drop it. I can feel hot tears forming in my eyes. but I don't think anybody notices. I cross my arms and keep it to myself. When we get back, I immediately unbuckle my seatbelt. Before Dad can even pull into the garage, he stops outside. Chloe. I start for the front door when I stop as the sky gets dark. Chloe. Mom gets out of the car. I ignore her and Dad and Alex. Right above the house is a full rainbow.